The players touched on how much the depth is an improvement, will be a benefit this season. Just what are your thoughts on the improved depth of this year's roster?
I think, look, we've worked really hard at building that, and last year we thought we had built it too, and guy by guy went down, and it really got tested. And, we ended up with about 8 healthy there at the end. And, this group, hopefully again, if that, hopefully, knock on wood, we don't have to go through that again this year. But if we do, I think we've increased the depth. We've talented young guys. Siri and Elam are both going to help us. The transfers, they played some college basketball and are older and are good players. And you got to have depth in college basketball. Foul trouble, injuries, whatever, off nights. And so, it's been a big goal of mine to continue to build that depth. And so far, we're pleased with where we're at.
What do you think is the biggest difference from last year's team to this one?
Look, we went into last year thinking we were going to be a pretty good team, and we were until we lost Quincy. I think we were 14-8, and on our way to having a big year. And so you can only control what you can control. Once again, we bring experienced guys back with Max, Travis, and Q, the 3 guys you just talked to. We have talented young guys. We have good transfers. It comes down to a little luck. And a connected group that has mature leaders, and that's what we're leaning on those 3 guys so heavily for. Maybe I'll be able to answer that question better in March.
Yeah, fair.
Coach, talk about Mason's play tonight. Guys mentioned earlier that wasn't much of a drop off in spots where that was a change in rotation.
Mason Jones off the bench or Makai Mason?
Mason Jones off the bench and
both of them. No, they're both. Look, they're 2 guys we recruited for a reason. When I recruited them, I told them they're gonna have an opportunity to play as freshmen. And Makai's earned a starting spot, and Mason right now is continuing to build trust with me to get more minutes. And he adds a dimension that he's a big, strong kid, can get in the paint, he finishes well, he competes well on the defensive end, and he's growing and learning every day. But we're kind of count on both of those guys heavily.
Last year, and honestly, past few years also, like you guys are always pretty consistently one of the best offenses in the conference. Defense all ranks a little bit lower. Yep. Any steps to improve the defense they've taken this year?
And that's that's the big I don't know, whatever, cloud over my head, I guess. But we recruited and tried to create an offensive system that some of the players and ways we do it isn't necessarily conducive to being a great defensive team. And we've tried to address that with recruiting guys like Makai and Andrew and Iffy, now the 2 big 6'10", 6'11" freshmen to have better protection at the rim, something we haven't had a lot of. And Mason be able to hound the ball maybe 94 feet at times. So I think it's a great question. It's something we've certainly tried to address. And I'm counting on this team being our best defensive team. It's going to need to be if we want to get to where we want to go.
Did you make any adjustments at halftime? What was your best of the team at halftime?
No, I think we had to work out some kinks. We missed some shots, wide open shots, and guys that make them. And I told them to look inside a little more. Let's try and get some 2s to get our rhythm going. But it all starts at the defensive end. I think we got a bunch of stops. We got some transition, and then guys got going, right? Travis got going, Cam got going, Q got going, Makai got going, and I thought Max played a really good game. So, no, just kind of a point of emphasis of guarding the ball defensively and attacking the rim. Don't settle for a ton of 3s in the second half.
What would be a successful season for you?
To keep building this program, winning more games, finishing higher in the league. I'm not going to put numbers on it, but that's the goal, and that's what we want to do. We'd love to strive to try and get this into 20 wins. The word I've used over the years is sustainable. I think we have a sustainable program, and now it's time to elevate it one more step. So hopefully that'll get us in a good position in the league, get us in a good position going into the conference tournament, and at the end of the day, playing your best basketball when it matters most, right, at the end of February into March.